Hey guys, welcome back. Today we've got another Mixmaster. This is a Model 7B that was sent in by Becky and Joel. This is going to end up being, getting completely restored, and we're powder coating this. We're going to redo these parts here in black, and everything that you see that's white on here is going to be done in mint green. So yeah, this is going to look really nice when it's done. It's a gorgeous color that looks good on anything. This also came in with a buttload of beaters, and I can tell by looking at them right now, these are the beaters that go to it. All these ones here do not, definitely do not. These, I believe, go to a model 10, 11, 12, MMA, MMB, that type. These, I think, all go to Oster Kitchen Center, or they could be the dough hooks for the, the 17A, 18A. I'm not sure. I just know they don't go to this machine. So I'm just going to toss these aside somewhere. And we'll just keep the beaters that belong to it with it. So what I did notice is it looks like this cord has been replaced before. This is not, the cord looks in good shape. It's short, but it does have this plug on the end, which is a newer style plug that's made to look like an old one, but as you see, they're pretty chintzy. But let me go ahead and plug this in so that we can see if this thing even runs. Alright, it runs good. Speed is obviously out of adjustment. It makes a little bit of noise and stuff, but I mean overall it runs really good. So let's start by taking a look at our brushes here. The brushes look decent. We have to order more brushes here. I'm almost out. If you look at the length of that one compared to a new one, you can see I'm just not even a quarter of the wear on them. So these brushes are still in good shape. At least that one. I mean, this one should be the same, but you never know. That one didn't come out with the spring. We'll have to get it out later. Let's get the turntable out of the way. Obviously, it needs to be lubed up. And I'm going to start popping off my cap back here and taking a look at the speed control here. Alright, socket for that. In case you guys are wondering on these, the cap in the back is a 9/16 nut that holds it on. A 9/16 socket will fit in there nice. Alright, you can see there's a little bit of buildup in here. Decent amount in here though, for sure. And that's just a sign that, it's seen some use. It was used as intended. Alright, I'm going to take the front apart here. Yeah, it doesn't look, like nothing out of the ordinary in there. You do see some oily residue and crap on there. Alright, that part's ready to get done. And it's got some goo in it. And like I said, that's all typical though. Take a peek under our gearbox cover here. Alright, that looks pretty typical. The old grease, you know, it looks the same in most of these, pretty dried out. Worthless. Which is why I say, you know, if you don't want to send one in for service or restoration or nothing like that, but you do pick one of these up, you know, just go back through and find a video for your model and, you know, get you some good grease and go ahead and get the stuff changed out, because this old stuff does no good for your machine whatsoever. And the longer it's in there, the worse it is on it. Alright, get that cleaned up and degreased good later. See this, you know, look at it like this. You have all this grease that's in here from the factory. It's in here for a reason. You know, grease does quite a bit. I mean, you know, it lubricates, keeps parts from, you know, that you got your armature worm gear there, and you got your two gears on your shafts here. Well, they're constantly rubbing together, and you need something, you know, barrier in there to fight that friction so they don't wear each other out. And that's the main purpose of the grease. So, you know, when it gets like this, it really doesn't accomplish that project. Plus, it helps it run quieter, and actually the grease dissipates heat too, which it's not like this area here gets a lot of heat buildup, but you know what I mean, every little bit helps. So always a good idea to change your grease out when you buy one of these old machines. Alright, I'm going to pop this back cap off here, and we can test our resistor and see what the capacitor looks like. And surprisingly, that came off nice and easy. And there's a little bit of work we got to do on here. There's a little cover on here that holds there's like a little yarn looking wick that runs up here, and then a felt one that runs under here. We got to pull those out because we can't put them in the oven with those wicks in them. Got secondary brushes on the back. Alright, we have to help that one out a little bit. Let's get this resistor right here. I see a lot of green corrosion on here, which is typical. Actually, see that on a lot of them. I'm going to have to scrape through it to some bare metal so that we can test it. It's tough. I mean, it looks nice and fuzzy and soft, but man, it's actually pretty tough stuff. I mean, it's hard to even scrape through it. Alright, I see bare metal showing. Let's give it a test now. Make sure connection's good. Okay. So as you see right there, 242, so our resistor is out of range. That should say around 180. So that's no big deal. We can go ahead and rebuild this. You know, I used to see, you know, almost everyone that came in with a, you know, with the old resistor in there, they might have looked like crap, but the resistors were always good on them. And I don't know what the deal is now, but now I'm finding that they always seem to register bad. Something disconnected here. Alright. That's why I always check my circuit. Obviously something is off here. Okay. Alright, so just to show you that my device is accurate though, it says 178 ohms on a 180 ohm resistor. So, because at first I started suspecting, there must be something wrong with my meter, but when I test on other things that were known to be good, it was accurate. So yeah, I don't know, that's a tough one. Alright, capacitor, it's hard to say. It looks decent. I don't see wax leaking out of it, and it didn't run on high. The only way to know for sure is, you know, if you get a lot of excessive arcing. Let me take a seat so I can see a little better, because I had to disconnect my wiring. Where here? Oh, before I do that, I got to take this governor off. And fortunately, it came off nice and easy. You can see how black that is. That's supposed to be shiny as well, shiny brass. So we'll have to polish that up. Okay, now I can see my wiring. So we definitely want to make sure that we check parts as we take them out, so that way, you know, we don't forget what if we go to put them in. Don't forget to check them. Alright. Hey girl, what are you doing? You bored? What are you barking at? Mailman? Mailman bring you some mail? Are you bored? That's why you come back here to see me? You should be keeping your sister company. She don't feel very well. And she's all hungover. Oh, come on, Isis. You stink. Go. Go on now. Go take that somewhere else. Come on. You're tripping over stuff and your butt stinks. Go. Take your gas somewhere else. Or yeah, you can hang out over there, good girl. Alright, that just needs to be cleaned up good. Okay, let's take a look at our armature here. Let me check, I mean, while the gears are still in, I mean, if you can turn it over freely, you know, nothing's seized up. I mean, I don't even really feel a lot of drag on there. Tiny little bit in spots, but for the most part they turn nice and free. Let's go ahead and pull this out. And honestly, maybe just a tiny little bit of wear, so we'll turn that down quick and polish it up. Of course, polish up the rest of this, and that would be like new. Alright, I want to pop off my clips on the brush holders here, and then we're going to take our electrical connections apart. Or, no, I think we'll take their gears and shafts out, and then we'll take out the stand and get our electrical connections apart. Alright, that's off the way. Yeah, see, these turn decent. Better than most.
So it's good for me to take this?
Yeah, if you could tack that for me, that'd be great, thanks.
Yeah, I can do that.
I would so greatly appreciate it.
Best.
Well,
I haven't worked with this thin of material before.
well, it's got to be better than laying a big, thick, you know, blob of MIG weld on it.
I can do that if you want.
Well, if that's what it comes to, I mean, that's whatever it takes, you know what I mean?
I don't even know if you can MIG stainless.
Yeah, it's almost like, it's probably like just putting a, you know, glue on something, gluing it together. You know, it's not.
Well, it's just like the stainless is kind of like aluminum, is particular with its gas and all that other stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, I suppose you could if you could do aluminum MIG.
Yeah, whatever makes it stick, I guess, right? Yeah, Chad. I just had Chad just throw a blob of MIG welder on there, just a little blob to act like a glue, you know.
All right, I'm going to school.
All right, thanks. See you when we get back. Alright, you can see they just got their usual oily residue on them, but they weren't really seized or binding up, causing drag issues. So eventually over time, you know, obviously it would have, but at this point they weren't. You know, these will get cleaned up and degreased really. They'll get all the old nasty grease out of here, and of course out of here. That was my wife's son. who is going to school now. You know, locally here, he's going to school for welding. He's doing, you know, all kinds of different welding and stuff, and you know, something he's really interested in, which is awesome. You know, I think, you know, I think more people should be learning trades. Everybody wants to go to school for something where they don't want to get their hands dirty, but you know, you won't have anything built without the trade. So yeah, he's learning welding. I need something welded, so he can take it to class and weld it up for me. And it's just that KitchenAid, the 3C that I did. I needed that the beater. There's a part on the bottom. There's a little metal tab on the bottom that always breaks on those, and it broke, and I just needed it welded together quick. So he's going to take that in and do that for me, which is pretty awesome. And it'll give him some practice too, so that's always cool. Alright, so now I can take this off the stand and take our cover off here, and we can work on our wire connection. So let me change my angle, the angle of the dangle, and open her up down here. A nice shiny metal that they use on it. It looks almost chrome. It's either stainless or chrome. 7B in chrome. I wonder how that would have looked. Or all stainless. That would have been pretty cool. Alright, get this little crappy foam rubber sleeve, the protector off of there. Alright, typical cord replacement on here. They just tied into the existing wire. Nothing wrong with it. Just, man, they had to be thinking, God, what a pain this is to get down in there. It looks like they just kind of wrapped the new wire around the old one a little bit and just laid a bunch of solder on it. Well, it seems to have held. I mean, I'm not going to criticize anybody else's work. I'm just pointing out that that's what it looks like they did. That came right out, surprisingly. A lot of times those things pitch a fit. Let's see if we can pull this RF filter out of here so we can toss that. Ah, dang it. I hate when that happens. Oh, there we go. Oh, bounced off the rim and flew right back at me. Alright, I've got everything disconnected inside. So now I gotta work on getting this field coil out of here. Tuck the leads. I will extend the leads on these field coils. There's something interesting too. This field coil is held on with the metal bands on here, and not the string that looks like a shoelace that you usually find on there. So just a little observation. Alright. Let's see if these brush holders will come right out. That would be nice. Yeah, so far, man, this thing's been a treat to take apart. I don't normally find things this easy. Alright, so all I've got left is this pin and a bushing in there to take out. I can get that later. And then, of course, you know, I take the feet out of the stand, take the neck off, take this lever out, and then it'll be good to go. So I'm going to finish getting everything disassembled. I'm going to get all these parts cleaned up. We'll get these all degreased, sandblasted, and then powder coated, and come back and get all back together. Alright, so we've got this one all wrapped up now and ready to go. You guys saw the whole process of it, being torn down and put back together. We rebuilt the resistor on here, and of course replaced the cord, extended the leads on the field coil, and did a couple other things to it. Make sure everything was lubed up good, polished up, all new grease in here, and we got it all set, running, adjusted. I mean, as soon as we got it together, it only needed slight adjustment. I mean, it ran good right from the get-go. So the capacitor is obviously good in it because there was no, excessive arcing or anything like that. But let's go ahead and give it a real test. Let's fire it up and give it a listen to. Alright, so as you can tell, it goes through all the, the speed range nice and smooth. It's just a good running little machine here, and it looks good with the mint green and black. It's an excellent. This is an excellent color. It looks good on pretty much anything. So it really made this machine look good, and it's a nice durable finish. So it's going to look this good for quite a long time. So anyways, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will get back to those as soon as I can. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so that you can see, notifications of the other videos that we have coming up. Which we got some cool stuff. We're about to do service on a chrome Hamilton Beach. Then we've got that really cool Manning Bowman getting put back together, and it's just there's some hand mixers, all kinds of cool stuff coming up. So be sure to subscribe so you can see those. But anyways, appreciate you guys watching, and as always, we will see you on the next one. Thanks.